Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning, and today we are doing Flattop Trail. I think this is my fourth time doing Flattop, maybe even fifth. We'll probably go up Flattop and possibly Peak 2. It's a nice, beautiful, clear day here. I'll turn it around so you can see it in a second, but it is just gorgeous. Might even be able to see Denali from up there, so I'm looking forward to it. There's the view. As you can see, that's Lady Susitna over there. And then over there is part of a national park. Blanking on the name off the top of my head right now. But it's beautiful, and down below is Anchorage. So let's go ahead and let's hit the trail and get started. Alright, welcome to the beginning of the trail. It starts with a bunch of small little switchbacks, and essentially is just a lot of switchbacks all the way up the top. As you can see, the mountains are nice and covered in snow. That one right there is Peak 3. Pretty easy to get to. And then as we come around up here, we will get to this switchback, and it'll be easier to see Flattop from that angle. It's pretty sad, no matter what, I am always out of breath at the beginning of a hike. There's Peak 2, and then it takes me a minute to catch my breath, but there is Flattop. So trail condition today is a little muddy, not bad though. The ground's pretty solid, but what's disappointing is there's that gigantic group right there. I've tried walking a little slower to give a little space because they are very loud. But this is one of the most popular trails in Alaska, and certainly in Anchorage. So it's a busy one. I think the only two times I've ever had this trail to myself is once in February in winter when nobody else wants to be out here, and the second was a few months ago, and it was pouring rain, and I literally only saw a handful of other people. So it was a beautiful day to be out here alone. As you can see, we're just going back and forth, and slowly the trail is becoming significantly icier and snowier. Probably not too long, and I'm gonna throw my spikes on just because it makes it a lot easier. But right there's Flattop, so gotten a lot closer. You can see the car's way down there, and just the beautiful view. I wish we had those clouds out there over here right now, so we'd have an underlayer and it'd be fun to climb out of them, but haven't got lucky with that yet since I've been hiking up here. So it's been about 30 minutes so far of hiking, so we have pretty good progress. Usually this trail will take me anywhere from about, say, an hour and a half to 2 hours, just depending what kind of shape I'm in and how I'm doing. But it's not too bad today, and it's certainly a lot warmer than 33 degrees. It's starting to get hot. So as you can see, the trail is now basically completely ice and snow. So I went ahead, got my micro spikes on, so that way I can easily grip it. So now it's probably going to be all crunchy in the video, which, you know, happens with filming snow videos. But up above the little bit of tree line that there was, so now it's just all exposed, and I don't think in reality there's too much more. I think it goes up around where those people are at, back around the corner, and back up to the top. So just about there. And I just stopped for a minute to just take in the views and enjoy, because it is just Absolutely beautiful up here. Gotta love it. The hard part is I feel like I'm at a race right now because I've got to go to the bathroom. And it's just gonna be a fun challenge to see which one wins. All right, so we got up around that hill, and now, like I said, it kind of cuts back up to that little notch or pass or gap, whatever you want to call it, and then cuts over here to the summit. And we're finally now close enough. You can see little people up there, and that's where we're headed. So, got a ways to go, and it's still looking just absolutely gorgeous out there. The snow has obviously increased quite a bit, so it's just slowly trudging along now. Thankfully, with this much snow, it's just snow and no ice, so it's not nearly as slippery, but it's also nice and packed down, so no falling through it or anything, so it's just beautiful. I think the next time here in just a few minutes we'll be up at the summit, and there's Flattop, and that one's Peak 2. What a curious and great name, you know. But the closest I've ever come to a mountain goat was on Peak 2 there. It was just standing up there, and the time I climbed it in the rain, and he was just sitting there. So you can hear some animal. Oh, got some ducks or geese, some sort of birds up there, I don't know. But it's a beautiful, perfect day for this. Just absolutely gorgeous. I was wearing my beanie the whole way, and it got too hot, and my hair is completely soaked as if I just got out of the shower. Which, you know, wet hair and cold air always goes very well together. Nothing dangerous about that. There's a little sneak peek view over there. On the right is O'Malley. And there's a whole valley in there that separates us from them. There's a trail you can walk up in that valley called Powerline Trail. But here we are in the gap, and about time to start heading up to the summit. Not much further to go. Be up there in a few minutes, and we'll see you when we get up there. Welcome to the summit of Flattop. As you can see, it's a totally different wasteland up here. Cap is back on, jacket's on, because it is cold up here. Definitely a lot chillier than it is down below. So, but it is a perfectly clear day, and we can actually see Mount Denali and everything around. So it's rare to get to see her so pristine, so perfectly clear. Hopefully it's not too bad with the wind. I'm going through my AirPod that you can't see, so hopefully that'll make it reasonable on sound. Out there is Mount Denali. You've got Denali, Foraker, and Hunter are the biggest three mountains right there, the biggest peaks. So the one on the right is Denali, the far left is Foraker, and then kind of in the middle is Hunter. It's just insane how big they are, because that is a very, very far way away. And Denali is the largest mountain on the northern continent. I mean, to put it into perspective of how far away it is, she is think. It's certainly more than 100 miles, a daring 200 miles away. And over here, you can see just a nice, beautiful view of Anchorage. That mountain is O'Malley that we saw earlier from this little guy. That's Wolverine. And then here at the flag is the summit. So they still have the flag up. Probably won't be up for much longer, but it's pretty cool to see. It's insane because today we did the Sunnyside Flattop Trail, and the other one starts way down there at that parking lot and comes up, and you can see the trail kind of through there and down straight below us. This drop off is actually part of the freaking trail right over here. I cannot believe I did that. My first time coming up here, that was the first way I did it, and it is dangerous, but boy was it fun, but dangerous. Alright, so Denali in the background, American flag. What a perfect view. Great day for hiking. Time to head on back home and head on down. Going back downhill is always fun. I have a little bit of a problem because I just let gravity accidentally take me sometimes, and I'll just end up taking off and going for, and I'll just stumble my way through until I fall usually, which right now the snow isn't deep enough. You still see all the exposed rocks, so not fun to fall in it quite yet, but soon it'll be deep enough and you can just go glissading down it and slide on your butt, and that's the best way. It's crazy. It is, let's see what time here. It is 3 o'clock, and you can see that sun is already on its way down. Right now the sun's rising about 10 a.m. and setting about 6:30, so it's not a lot of time for daylight, and the time change is coming soon. That'll make it even shorter, so gotta really get the hikes in with the daylight while you can. Some of the little ones will be a lot more difficult to do. So, on my way back down, I decided I would stop and share this. This ice here is so freaking cool looking. It's so crystallized. I don't get or know why it freezes like that. It's so interesting looking, but it's certainly really cool. On my way down, I was a little busy trying to pass that group, but on the way back down here, I decided I'd stop and share that because it looks quite interesting. I really don't know what it is. Okay. You know, I'm so close to the finish. Cars are literally right there. And almost every hike I do, I fall. And I was getting ready thinking about summing up this hike, and I was so excited to say I didn't fall. But no, I had to go and fall. Look at this. Completely covered in mud. It finally got me. The silly trail. I feel like every time I start to film the spots here, it doesn't show how muddy it really is, but you can see it up ahead. It's this afternoon, it's been a lot more muddier. I guess having the sun straight on it melted it off and has let it thaw, because it's been a nice muddy pit coming back down, and it finally claimed me. So close. See? Literally right there. The cars are right there. You gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous. Every freaking time. I just cannot get away from the mud and falling every time. Just has to happen. But this brings us to the bottom and the end of the trail. This was a good one. Nice, beautiful day. Almost fall free. Met another Texan on the trail. Lots of puppy dogs. And now it's time to go get some sushi and go eat some delicious dinner. Have a good one.